everyone.
Hello.
It's Miley.
And Eric.
And thank you for coming to our channel. Make sure to
smash that subscribe button.
I don't want that to be our brand. Smash that subscribe button. Make sure to click subscribe down below, the big red button. And that really helps out our channel because we're so new. That would be much appreciated. So what are we talking about today, Scrimpy?
So this is the much anticipated sequel to our previous video with our 5 favorite musicals. And now we're doing our 5 least favorite shows.
Ooh.
Spicy.
I hope we don't offend anyone, but we probably will.
Here's the reality. Every show is somebody's favorite show.
Of course.
So somebody out there, we're gonna say your favorite show.
And we're sorry. Except not really. Are you sorry?
I mean...
I'm not sorry for my opinion. Yeah. I'm sorry if I say something offensive inadvertently, but I'm gonna try not to, but I also am extremely opinionated and say whatever I want.
Probably
without a filter.
One of our favorite shows, you went, ugh, yikes.
Yeah,
like when Miley said cats.
Or Eric said Natasha Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812.
It's a phenomenal show.
It's too long. Just the title alone is too long.
Anyway,
so let's just get right on into it. Eric, let's get juicy and talk about our least favorite shows. What is first on your list?
My list? I'm going first this time?
Yeah, you can go first this time.
The first one I'm going to talk about is a Rodgers and Hammerstein show.
Not surprising, you hate R&H.
I'm not a fan.
Is it Carousel?
No, it is Oklahoma.
That's on my list too.
We can both talk about it.
Yeah, so my first one will be Oklahoma too.
It's a bad show.
It's horrible. I've choreographed the show, okay? No offense to the people that were in it. You did a great job. Everyone loved it. It's an extremely popular show. People love it when they go watch it. Go ahead.
It's a historically significant show. It meant a lot to musical theater as an art form. Having said that, I don't know why people still do it.
Either it's racist and problematic.
It is.
Sexist.
Yep.
Boring. Too long. What's the point of it?
Yeah, I mean, especially growing up in Oklahoma, it was just like...
Do you know how many times we've heard that song? Oklahoma sucks. Next. What's next on your list?
My next one is going to be... Rock of Ages.
Ooh, that's a good one to not like.
Rock of Ages is just an attempt to cash in on 80s nostalgia. I think the music is crammed in there and you have to like strong arm this story around the song choices, which is a problem with all jukebox musicals. I don't like it.
My next one might also be on your list. My Fair Lady.
Nope.
Is My Fair Lady on your list? No. I hate My Fair Lady. Let me tell you why. Is it because Julie Andrews once starred in it? Absolutely not. She started it in a time when I probably wouldn't have included it on my list. It is because it has no room in society today. There is no point to doing this musical unless you're going to fundamentally change the ending and make it redeemable. That's my one problem with My Fair Lady overarching, is that yes, it's sexist. Okay, let's just put it out there. It's sexist. There's no getting around that fact. But here's the deal. There are sexist musicals out there where characters learn and they get better. Or the sexism is meant to make a point about society and encourage change, right? My Fair Lady doesn't do that. There's nothing redeemable about that stupid show. Freaking Henry Higgins is just a pompous, rude, rich, spoiled little boy who is very offended by women for no apparent reason. He has no redeemable qualities and learns nothing by the end of the show. What's the point of that? It's very problematic, and I just think there are some shows, not a lot, but there are some shows that really have no room in the world today being performed. There are so many better choices, and I think My Fair Lady is one of them.
Yeah, you should be retired.
I do say the music is catchy. I don't feel any bad feelings about the music, except for the what a woman is.
Why can't a woman be like a man?
Why can't a woman be like a man? Oh, I could go off on this for days, you guys.
Okay, my next one. And it's tough because I enjoy the music at times, but Rent.
Oh.
It was very important in its heyday, had a lot of really good things to say that we have kind of grown out of as a society. The musical is very important to a lot of people, and I'm not trying to take that away from them. I really liked this musical, and then I started actually listening to the music and looking at the story and how it was talking about the AIDS crisis, and it just doesn't hold up that well once it's examined with even a little bit of a critical eye. Maybe give Rent a decade or so. Maybe then we could re-examine it once everybody's cooled off on it and maybe update some things.
My next one is an ALW show.
You had one on your favorites. I know what it is.
What is it?
Phantom.
No, I love Phantom. You're crazy.
Love Never Dies?
Nope.
Godspell.
Nope. Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. Godspell's not an Andrew Lloyd Webber. I meant Joseph.
I hate Joseph. You write a smash hit about the story of Christ. That should be enough. You don't need to go grab a random Bible story and make it into a whole musical. Literally, all Joseph and the Technicolor, you can't even say the stupid show. All Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat is just a fever dream of Andrew Lloyd Webber that won't die. It just keeps going on and on and on. And it's like the whole time, it's just colors everywhere, the same things happening over and over again, the same music over and over again. It's like, what is even the point of this?
And then we do all of the music in a mega mix because our musical is like 10 minutes short.
Exactly.
It's funny that you talk about, like, you start off with Jesus and then you follow it up, like, it's like if you made a really successful Superman movie and like, okay, we need a sequel. Let's do a movie about Jimmy Olsen, a character so obscure, you don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
So...
It's like he ignored all the compelling story points. I mean, your brothers sell you into essentially servitude. Like that,
yes.
That could be a compelling musical. But literally all he focuses on is the freaking coat over and over and over and over again. It's like a fever dream. Anyway. And don't even get me started on Donny Osmond.
My next one is going back to an older show that I think can be retired. A lot of our shows are that, like, just stop doing it. You're probably going to disagree with me on this. No. Anything Goes.
Oh, you know, I agree with you that
it
shouldn't be performed anymore. Although the dance numbers and most of the music is really
Doesn't
great.
justify the racism.
I agree.
Very problematic depiction of Asian characters. There's a song that features a racial slur in the title and the chorus throughout. So yeah, don't do that show. It's outdated. Yeah, the music's good. Blow Gabriel Blow is a jam.
Blow Gabriel Blow.
And the dance numbers are great. Go watch the Tony performances. You can see those without all the other issues.
That's a really great tip because it is worth it. I mean, seeing Sutton Foster dance and sing at the same time is worth a lot of things, but not worth bringing back a racist show.
Yep.
My next one is gonna ruffle your feathers. You're
My
not
feathers?
You're not
Or
gonna
their
like
feathers?
your feathers.
Okay.
You're not gonna like what I have to say, but what I have to say is my own opinion and my own thoughts, okay?
Even if it's wrong.
Something Rotten.
Dumb.
I don't
Dumb.
like Something Rotten.
Dumb opinion.
I just don't like it. I can recognize that Something Rotten is a good musical. I can see it for what it is and be like, yeah, that's entertaining. They did a nice job. Here's what I don't like about Something Rotten. First of all, the story. I don't think it's compelling at all. Why do you need to write about hating Shakespeare? Like, that's the whole point of the stupid show. That's just an opinion. You can't form a whole musical around an opinion and just make it the shtick the entire time. It just gets old to me. Number two reason I don't like it. The characters all suck. None of them are likable except the seemingly villain Shakespeare, who is my favorite character and a bright spot in the show. When we saw it, Adam Pascal played Shakespeare and he was the only saving grace, I thought.
The younger brother, his love interest.
They have no characterization at all.
I mean, he writes
They're just
Shakespeare.
the young love story. That's it. I just think it falls flat. It's kind of dull. And yes, there are some good moments of it, but I just don't understand the point. And also, it's about 30 minutes too long. It's not that redeeming. Like, it doesn't make me at the end go, oh, that was so much fun, or oh, that made me think, or oh, what a great story. No, none of that. It was just like, all right, that was the thing. Bye now.
I disagree.
I just don't like it. It bored me.
My last one, this one's definitely gonna ruffle some of your feathers, I feel like. This one gained a lot of popularity in the wake of Hamilton blowing up. When a critical eye examines it, the show kind of falls apart. Dear Evan Hansen.
Yeah.
Pasek and Paul, phenomenal songwriters, but I feel like They're two big shows that I have encountered. I have to enjoy the music separated from the story that's being told in the form of Dear Evan Hansen and Greatest Showman.
This is the greatest show.
Evan Hansen is a bad person in the show and given no sense of justice or comeuppance. I mean, he loses the facade of a life that he constructed around by exploiting the suicide of a classmate.
Right. And learns his lesson, but really loses nothing in the end.
Yeah. And
really doesn't face consequences.
The song You Will Be Found is such a, like, listened to outside of the context of the show is this, like, profound, impactful song, but it's all a lie. Like, it's all a lie.
Yeah.
Nobody liked Connor, the kid that committed suicide in the show. Evan Hansen didn't know him that well and is parading around as his best friend in front of the whole school in order to... And I get he was swept up in it, but there's a million points during that show where he could have stopped the train. I think it's a dangerous show to get a little bit more, like, dark and serious of, like, viewing the glorification of a character that took their own life like that is not the best thing to be broadcasting. Those are the reasons why Dear Evan Hansen falls probably at the bottom of my list.
My last one, you might agree with, I think. I think you'll see my point on it if you don't totally agree.
What is it?
My last one is Sweeney Todd.
That one I thought about, but the music's really good.
But see, here's why I don't like Sweeney Todd, and why I don't think the music saves it. Sweeney Todd is a miserable story. It's a miserable story all the way through, with miserable characters who don't have any redeemable qualities and learn nothing. The freaking protagonist is a murderer. A mass murderer. Like, he kills so many people, and then there's cannibalism.
Yeah,
unknowingly...
It's a dark story.
People unknowingly eat other people. Who thinks of that crap? There are stories that show so much struggle and they are hard to get through. But at the end, there's some sort of point. I think Sweeney Todd is pointless. Pointless. What's the point of it? There's not one. The characters suck. Even when the characters are done well, there's no depth to them. Sweeney doesn't change at all. I get that it's a revenge story.
And it's about the dangers. That's the point of the story.
But here's the deal. The revenge doesn't even hit hard enough because you don't like Sweeney. Who likes Sweeney Todd? No one. So him getting his revenge doesn't make you feel anything. Because number one, he isn't really satisfied by it in the end, right?
Well, he's dead, so...
Yeah, I mean, he's dead. But I just feel like it doesn't even do... If the best thing about Sweeney Todd is that it teaches you that revenge is a slippery slope, I don't feel like it teaches that lesson well enough. It's not a compelling enough story to learn a lesson from. It's one note all the way across. There's no ups and downs, there's no climax, there's no nothing. You hate everybody, you hate every song, you hate everything that's going on in the whole thing, and at the end you're like, well, that was a waste of 3 hours. I don't feel Sweeney's struggle. I don't feel Sweeney's depression. All I feel about Sweeney is that he's miserable. And just like this the entire time. There's no emotion to him, there's no nothing. He has one thought and one thought only, and it's to murder everyone and then die.
I disagree.
Well, good thing it's on my list and not yours. All right, so that was less contentious than I thought it would be, thank goodness. Still a little bit of contention, but honestly, we could have been clawing each other's eyes out by the end of this, so I'd call this a win. Please let us know down in the comments if you agree or disagree with our least favorites. I would love to hear from people who are obsessed with Dear Evan Hansen or Sweeney Todd or Oklahoma.
Or something rotten.
Tell us their reasons why.
Tell Miley why she's wrong.
And please let us know some of your least favorite musicals. Okay, so that is it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We post every
Monday and Friday.
And sometimes a special video in between.
Bye.
Bye!